Hi there, me again. I say that like you've been watching all the other videos. Maybe you have. But my name is Crystal. I am 39 years old and I am 3.5 weeks post-op from having a laparoscopically assisted vaginal hysterectomy. I have done 4 other videos taking you from kind of what led up to going to the doctor, diagnosis, and operation, recovery, first week home. So now I kind of want to talk to you what happens after the first week. And this is all according to my doctor, so please do not hold this against me or hold this over me as being gospel. You need to discuss this with your doctor before you do anything I'm about to say. I actually drove the Friday before Christmas, which was about a week and a half post-op. My doctor gave me clearance to do that as long as I was not taking any kind of narcotic pain medication 12 hours prior to getting behind the wheel. So I followed that direction and I drove. I went to a local store here, grocery store. I did not push the cart. I didn't carry anything. My mom met me there. I just told her I wanted to drive. So she met me there, and I had actually stopped a couple other places because it was right before Christmas. I had some presents I still needed to get. I didn't have to carry anything. They were gift cards, so it wasn't a big deal. And I stopped over to a friend's house to pick up an order from a party she had had or whatever. Again, nothing heavy, totally light, not a problem. So we went to the store and came back. Actually went to the store the Friday of my surgery, and that was awful. I don't recommend that. Write a list, take cash out before surgery, and have somebody just go buy your stuff for you, or pay for it online and have somebody go pick it up, whatever you got to do. So came home, and I was more tired than I had ever been. I felt like I literally felt as exhausted as I did when I came home that day of surgery. I was just completely shot. And I took a pain pill because I felt kind of crampy more than usual. At this point I had started taking just kind of Tylenol and ibuprofen off and on. And just taking kind of hard pain meds when, like at night, things of that nature. But I had taken a pain pill and I had kind of rested on this. As you can see, I have pillows behind my head. I'm sitting on my couch. I've been in this basic position for weeks now. But I had sat here for a little while and I nodded off. And when I went to get up, my entire body hurt. Everything hurt. I mean, it was just the kind of pain where you just want your mom to come take care of you. So needless to say, I did not do a lot as far as fixing food or anything like that. I still hadn't truly cooked yet because it's too much work between having to clean up and anyways. So I'd eaten something small and taken a pain pill and, like I said, nodded off. And when I woke up, I was like, ooh, yeah, I need another one. And I looked at the clock and it had only been about 4 hours, and the pain pill said every 4 to 6, or the bottle said every 4 to 6. So that's what I did. I took another one. That truly helped, and I mixed that one with 4 ibuprofen. I had learned this from a previous surgery, so I wasn't worried about doing that. I am, again, not telling you to take medication this way. I am doing this because I have had experience with doctors and other surgeries that I'm okay to take it that way. But again, this is not an instruction manual on how to take your medication. So please do not hold that to me. Discuss it with your doctor and make your best judgment. So that next day I just slept. I slept in as much as I could. And it was Saturday, it was Christmas Eve, so I only had a couple of things I needed to wrap. Again, they were light. It's not like I had to hurt myself or pick anything up or whatever. So, I did my normal, somewhat normal Christmas thing, which was, wrapping the presents, watching White Christmas, blah, blah, blah. And still felt really tired, and I was really sore and still really kind of crampy. So the next day I got up for Christmas, and I felt okay. I just felt run down, and I figured, that's going to be probably for a while. My body's working pretty hard to heal me. So went and did Christmas. We ate. Didn't really do much of anything. I mean, we unwrapped presents, things of that nature. Again, I didn't have to bring anything heavy home, so it wasn't that bad. Got home, brought the presents up, and the things that I brought up weighed less than a gallon of milk, and I was cleared already to pick up a gallon of milk. So it wasn't that bad. Although I will tell you that picking up a gallon of milk was pretty painful the first time I did it. You don't realize what affects the area where your uterus and cervix and ovaries and all that were. Still have my ovaries, by the way, and tubes. You don't realize that until you pick it up and you think, oh, well, I didn't know that me picking that up was connected to that part of my body. But it is. So the moment I got up the steps and I sat down, I was like, yeah, this was too much, too fast. Driving on Friday, all that, and then, wrapping presents the day before, and then I drove. Then it was just too much, too fast. So I spent several couple days just kind of very strictly following how to take my pain medication. Again, wanting to stay on top of it, even if that meant I slept off and on for, a couple of days. So be it. I needed to sleep. So the that next week went all right, but then I got to about 2.5 weeks roughly, and I started to have more cramping than normal, and things were flowing well in the bathroom department, but all of a sudden they started to get more painful than normal. And I'm not saying painful upon exit, painful prior to actually going, it was painful. And it is still a little bit, but it's much better than what it was. But it only lasted like a few seconds. It wasn't like I'd go and I'd be in pain for hours and hours. No, it was like a few seconds and it was done. But, more cramping than usual at the 2.5 week mark. And I would say it was right in the spot where my uterus used to be. No pain in the vaginal cuff area that I'm aware of. I would imagine I would probably recognize it if I had it. Tender just below my belly button. Sorry, I was watching my cats for a second. Tender just below my belly button when the doctor pushed on it, because I did have to go in this past Tuesday. I had to see a different doctor, a male doctor, of course. I'm terrified out of my mind because I've just, like I said in the first video, I've never seen a male OB. And he was wonderful. He was actually better than the doctor that did my surgery, who was actually my main OBGYN. And I've since changed to him, actually. But, he pressed on my stomach and all that with everything going on, and it was radiating to my back, and that's not normal. That's usually generally it's a sign of adhesions. Again, Google it if you don't know what it is. So he was concerned about that, so he did an internal, and I'm going to tell you, it didn't feel great. None of them ever do. But the internal he did, and, I'm still sensitive in these areas. Tender. Some swollen. That hurt less than the regular yearly exams that I would have from women doctors. That should tell you a lot. But he was very gentle, and Um, he said everything looked fine, so I was relieved to know that there wasn't anything going on in there. And then kind of been on this he gave me some instructions of things to do and gave me some pain medication. I told him I didn't want Percocet because it was too strong, and it is too strong. So I'm taking Vicodin, and this morning I barely bent over. I don't even know. I think I was getting something out of the refrigerator to drink or something. I don't even remember. Maybe it was a yogurt. I don't know. Anyways, and I felt almost like the muscles or whatever underneath my belly button had torn. Maybe even where she had the scope through and they had internal stitches. Maybe I pulled internal stitches. I don't know. But all I know is when I get up and down now, whether it's to use the restroom, to sit, to eat, to get out of this couch position, whatever, it's painful. So that's where I am. I'm 3.5 weeks post-op. My doctor has me out for 6 weeks. I should say my original doctor. So we'll see kind of how that goes from there. And yeah, just be careful what you're doing. Even when you feel like you're good, like I did, and I went out driving and went to the store and went up to Christmas and all that, I can tell you, you can pay for it. And you will think that you felt perfect. You don't understand why this happened. Because there's things going on inside your body that you can't feel, but that doesn't mean they're not happening. Please understand that statement. But please prep your house if you're going to have a hysterectomy. Please prep your food. Get your family and friends lined up, people that can come over and help you with either one of those things. Make sure you've got a good list going on Netflix. Clean out your DVR afterwards, so you can get all that taken care of. And don't do anything that could possibly hurt you, even if it's just making instant mashed potatoes and stirring them, and once they thicken up, all of a sudden you realize your entire internal organ area hurts. Like everything in your gut just hurts. So please be safe. If you have any questions, as usual, put them right down there, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. If I haven't enough questions flow through, I'll post another video and answer the questions. But please know that the questions that you ask and the answers that I give are my opinion. I am not a doctor. I'm certainly not your doctor, and I'm certainly not you. They're my opinion and what I did. So nothing I have said in any of these videos should be taken as stern medical advice. Just the advice of somebody recovering from a hysterectomy. I hope your journey is safe, and take a breath. It's going to be over before you know it, and you are not alone.